Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing a video again on deep set eyes. This time it is going to be the do's and the don'ts for deep set eyes. So it's kind of like the way I used to do my makeup when I was in my early 20s in high school, and looking back at kind of the mistakes I made with my eyeshadow and eyeshadow placement. So one of my subscribers suggested it to me. I think I mentioned it in my video that I was wanting to kind of do a do and don't for deep set eyes. So I got right to it. These are kind of like my personal thoughts for my eye shape. Hopefully it will work for you as well. If it doesn't, sometimes our deep set eyes, like the spectrum of deep set eyes can kind of range to how deep they are, how protruding your brow bone is, how big your lid is, how big your brow bone is. My brow bone is pretty big, so this is kind of like what I like to do to change the appearance of my eyes a little bit and not get them so shadowy and deep set. So if you guys would like to see my do's and don'ts for deep set eyes, then just keep watching. All right, the first little do and don't I'm gonna talk about is starting with your eyebrows. So I did my brows today just because I have to go out after, so I didn't want to have to redo my brows. But a do for me for my deep set eyes is to give my brow an arch. I find that if I do go in with a straighter brow, you can kind of see that it just makes the eye look a little bit droopier, like if we had a straight across brow. There were times where I was doing them a little bit heavier and straight across, and I can just see how that worked against the shape of my eye rather than working with it. All right, so the next do that I'm going to say is using concealer. I like to put that in the corner of my eye as well as on my eyelid, just to take away any shadows and like bluish, purplish tones, whereas before I would just put it in the corner of my eye. So we'll blend that through. So usually on a flatter eye or one that doesn't have the protruding brow, you can probably get away with just putting it in the inner corner or putting it all over. Some people just for their eyeshadow, they like to put a primer on, eye primer or concealer. I am doing it just to take away the shadows and reduce the darkness in the inner corner, which is the most problematic area for my eyes. So I'll even pop a little bit more. One is more deep set than the other. Find right here. It is. And looking back at old pictures of myself when I was a teenager, my eyes weren't deep set. So it's from aging and maturing, losing the fat around my eye area. My eyes looked almost more hooded and almost more flat than really deep set. All right, the dreaded crease. That is where you make or break the eye, I think, completely with deep set eyes. So I'm gonna use my Natasha Denona Glam palette, and with one eye, I'm gonna go in with the cooler tone. So that, I think, also is a do or don't. Try and use warmer tones for your brow bone crease area as opposed to a lot of cooler tones. If you're using cooler tones, just mix in some warm tones as well. Just blend some warm tones through as well, because I just think adding in those cooler tones with the coolness of the eye already just deepens the socket. So first we'll go in with the don't. So I'm just gonna go in with this cooler crease color, and this is how I used to just apply my eyeshadow before, so they told me go in the crease. So I said, okay, I will go in the crease. I will follow my crease line because that is what they were doing. So I'm totally losing the color and I'm just making my eye look a lot more deep set. So that is what I did. I used to follow the crease. Now we'll go in on the other side with a warmer tone. And this is how I started doing my eye. So I would blend it up on top of the brow bone. And that was my crease. I'm just trying to make this protruding part of my eye look smaller. And sometimes when you have deep set eyes, like you have a really like a big lid space and a small brow bone, so it's not as prominent, so you can kind of get away with maybe a little bit more. So I'm gonna bring that warm color in around my nose area too, because that's just kind of gonna contrast with, that'll kind of help neutralize the purple tones that we have there. Just blend it. You can already see the difference. This eye looks a lot more soft and this eye is looking a lot more harsh and deep set, and the brow bone is looking a lot more protruding and coming forward. Now, if we do want to add some more darkness to the eye, to the one that we're doing properly, this is a Lashline color, but I'm just going to use a little bit of this, and I'm just gonna stick it to the outer corner, just on that ridge. And you can just kind of play with it on the outer corner. This is not gonna really affect this area too much. And then if it's looking a little heavy, you just wanna blend it out. And always kind of blend up too. Blend up and out. So that is a do when you're blending your shadows. Blend them up and out. All right, so the don't side, I would have just taken the deeper color and just kind of put it in the socket and still follow the shape of my eye. All right, now for lightness, where you want to put your lighter, brighter colors, it is in opposite areas. So the don't for my deep set eyes would be taking that bright color, and I used to just highlight the brow bone. Like that's what everyone was doing. That's what other eye shapes do. They highlight their brow bone. So instead, we are going to highlight the inner part of our eye. This nice kind of matte bone color. And instead of taking a dark color in our crease, the do is that we want the light color in our crease. And you can always just take a Q-tip after and just clean the outer corners of the eye. With deep set eyes and like just being downturned, it tends to get a little bit messy on the outer corners. So you can always just take a Q-tip after and clean it, and then even go in with your concealer at the end. I will, and just go in and kind of just clean up the outer corner of your eye. Now with the don't, I'm just gonna go in with like a darker color and put that all over the lid, because that is what I would do if I was doing a smoky eye. I would just go all over the lid. And that just brings the eye even deeper. If you want to add a little smokiness with deep set eyes, just take kind of like a squared off brush and that same tone and just keep it towards the outer corner as well, and just towards the lash line. Outer corner, lash line, can kind of create like a little angle there. Pat that into the lash line. And you can just blend that out again too. Blending is your best friend, especially with deep set eyes. So we just got a little bit of smokiness there. You can always intensify that with tight lining and even go a little smokier if you want, but I don't want, so yeah. And now I'm gonna go in with a foiled shimmery tone, and for our dew side, I'm just going to apply it how I applied the light color, just over top. Kind of push it into the crease. You can even go over the deep tones. They'll still be there, but you're just kind of blending it through with the light color. And then for the don't side, I probably just would have applied it more to the middle. I wouldn't have went in to the inner corner at all. Just would have applied it right to the middle, and also I would have applied some shimmer up here too. A lot of people that don't have deep set eyes would apply shimmer to their brow bone. So I just went ahead and just cleaned up the outer corner with a little bit of concealer, even cutting up onto the brow bone just a little bit, like will just kind of give you that lift. So keep the light and bright out here to lift, and not where you don't want the brow bone protruding. Now we're gonna go into the eyeliner part of do's and don'ts. This is how I used to do my eyeliner. I would take my liquid liner and go right across, kind of following the shape of my eye. And it would just kind of round it out. And just deepen it and just round out the shape of my eye. Whereas now I like to, okay, let me try to get my mirror in place and get a good clean line going on. I like to just see how the lid kind of dips down there. Like it's not evenly across. So I just like to fill that part. So you're just kind of creating an even line across the lid. My dog is snoring on the couch. So you're just creating just a thicker lash line. I'm not going across, I'm not enhancing, like rounding out the shape of my eye. It's just giving me more of a like cat fox eye going on. I'm not getting the cleanest eyeliner right now, but I just want to give you guys an idea of how I do it. And now I'll go in and just tightline a bit more towards the outer corner. And before I kind of used to just go right along the lower lash line. You can still do that, but I'm just adding to show you when there's a lot of darkness, just sinks that eye in so much more. If you want some depth on the lower lash line, I just like to go into the color that I used up on my brow bone and just follow the lash line. And I like to do this anyway, just to kind of warm up the eye area. Any kind of warmth is good for all of the cool tones. And that'll just clean up the outer corner too, clean up the wing. Now I'm gonna go into mascara. Mascara is kind of like a do or don't for my eyes, so there's a do way and a don't way for me. So what I like to do is just stick to the outer corner of my eye, the outer 3/4 of my lashes. I really like to try to pick up any little hairs on the outside. You can kind of just drag your lashes towards the inner corner of your eye. That kind of lifts them up a bit more, I find. Gonna clean up that little spot with a Q-tip. And now the don't part is just going all over my lashes with mascara. I mean, you can, it all depends on your eye shape and how you want it to look. If you've got amazing lashes and you just want them to be everywhere, that's fine. This is just not how I do it anymore, and I just, yeah. Also, a don't for me is lower lash line. That I just think adds unnecessary shadow to my eye, like just drags it down. I shouldn't put too much on because I am going to have to take this off. All right, I'm going to come in really close so you guys can see how the eyes look side by side. This one just looks messy to me. Like, it doesn't look too bad when you're far away. Like, my eye looks bright and open, but once you get up close, you can totally see the difference. I just think this eye looks lighter and brighter and lifted. I like the shape better, and this eye just looks more just deep set. I wanted to show you guys again away from the ring light, because the ring light likes to conceal and hide things a little bit better, so you can kind of see the difference. Definitely in regular daylight, it makes a huge difference, the eyeshadow placement. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed my little do's and don'ts for deep set eyes, and thank you so much to my subscriber for suggesting the video. I did want to do it, so when she kind of put it out there and asked if I could do a do and don't, it just motivated me to get right to it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys again soon.